Hi folks, it's Mike Murphy. Today's quick tip is an Adobe Media Encoder 2023. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use watch folders. So anything you place in a watch folder, Adobe Media Encoder will automatically encode. To create a watch folder, I'll click on the plus icon to add a folder. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'll click New Folder. I'm going to call this Watch Folder. I'll click Create, then I'll click Choose. By default, whenever you create a new watch folder, Adobe Media Encoder is going to automatically create a folder inside called Output. This is where it's going to place any files that you place in the watch folder after Media Encoder has encoded the files. So once you create the watch folder, it's now time to tell Adobe Media Encoder what it is that you want it to do whenever you place a media file inside of that watch folder. You can create it from scratch. If I click this drop down, I can select a new format. I can also change the preset, or I can come down to the presets browser and choose any Adobe system presets or use one of my own custom presets. So I have one here for YouTube 4K. I'm just going to select it, and I'm just going to drag it right on this to replace the existing one. And now this is saying anytime I place a video file inside of the watch folder to automatically convert it to H.264 YouTube 4K. I'm going to go to the queue. Notice there is nothing in the queue. Here's a video file. It's currently at 1280 by 720. I'll select the video file, drag it into the watch folder, and without doing anything, Adobe Media Encoder is going to start encoding that video into a 4K video format. Pretty cool. Once finished encoding, you'll find the final file in the output folder. So if I hit Command I, I can see now I've got the 4K size. And Adobe Media Encoder will automatically create a source folder where it will keep the original file. You can add as many output folders as you want. So let's say that in addition to the 4K, you also want a 1080p version. Just select the watch folder, click on this little icon to add an output, drag on the preset that you want, and now when you add a video file into the watch folder, it's going to convert it both to a 4K and to a 1080p. If you ever want to remove an output folder or one of these lines, just select it. You can tap the delete key or click on the minus symbol. So the recap. First, you create a watch folder anywhere on your computer. And then you add outputs to tell Media Encoder what you want it to do whenever you add files to the watch folder. I'll select files from my computer. In this case, I have a whole bunch of uncompressed audio files. They're .wav, and I want to convert them to MP3. So I'm just going to drag them into the watch folder. And without doing anything, Adobe Media Encoder sees them in the watch folder and is going to automatically convert those .wav files into MP3 files. And that is how to use watch folders in Adobe Media Encoder 2023. My name is Mike Murphy. Cheers.